Howdy ho, howdy ho. I'm trying to show Miss Key. Oh, good morning. Good morning, everybody that's coming in. Rambling Rose. Hello, sweet friend. Yep, you're on. It may be just me and you. It's good to see you. I started a little bit early. It's 9:55 by my clock, so I'm a little bit earlier than what I say I'm going to start, but that's okay. That's okay. Are you doing okay, Rose? I hope you are. We've got storms here today, unfortunately. Thank you for the thumbs up, ladies. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm not very comfortable. Yeah, we had storms yesterday and the day before. Tornado watches yesterday. That always makes me nervous. And today we've got high winds. Hello, Grace. LA, hey, it's good to see you. YouTube let you in, did they? I see you've changed your name, so maybe that was the deal. Maybe the other LA name. Yeah, for now. Well, let's cross our fingers that that's going to continue, and you'll be fine. I hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a while, and it's always good to hear from you. But we've got some very strong winds today. Hi, Debbie. Okay, be safe, lady. And thank you so much. You just be real careful. Because listening and driving, you've got a better internet than I do, that's for sure. There's something wrong with my phone. And it seems like if I go into any store in town, good morning, Jackie. Yes, I was a little early. I am feeling better, LA. Thank you. When I go in a store, y'all, and I want to look up something on my phone, or let's just say I want to look up my insurance cards that I have on my phone, I'm unable to do it. It won't, it doesn't, it's like all I can do is use Wi-Fi. Even if stores have their own Wi-Fi, I still can't get online on with my phone. I've messed with it and messed with it. Brian's messed with it. I thought I had it fixed. I went out the other day and I was trying to pull up my insurance card, and sure enough, it wouldn't connect. So I don't know. I'm kind of sick of technology, y'all. I mean, I'm not stupid at technology, but this is one thing that I cannot figure out. And I don't know if I should go to a Verizon store and talk to them if they'll help me or not. Ah, Jackie. Yeah, well, got to pay those taxes. Oh, yeah, I must pay those taxes. Hey, Nelda, how are you? Nelda, if memory serves, was your birthday yesterday? I hope I got the right person. I may not. Hey, Sean. Texan through and through is what you are, sir. Sean is my neighbor, and I really mean it. He is just a few miles down the road from me. I passed by yesterday and honked, Sean, but I don't think you were there. Good morning, Darlene. I know you saw the video I did or posted yesterday about the roses. Aren't they beautiful? That's right, Nilda. Yes, happy birthday to Nilda. Everybody, her birthday was yesterday. Yeah, I didn't think you were there either, Sean, but I honk anyway. Except if it's early or real late, I won't honk. I just I just honk. I like to honk at people that I know, and your place is looking really nice too. Are you that little house that's up for sale? Oh, Grace. Um, well, I hope you get your new phone soon. I know it worries you. Yeah, the neighborhood news. Hey, Sean, so are y'all going to fix that one up or something and rent it out? Seven Sisters. That's right, Darlene. And it is clusters. They're clusters all over, little clusters. It's beautiful. I had a lot of great growth. It all of a sudden it just took off. That first year I planted it, I was afraid that it wasn't going to live, but the next year it had lots of growth on it, lots of greenery, but no flowers. But this year it's beautiful. I see. You're going to tear it down. Okay. I noticed the building behind. It looked like a metal building, and I was wondering if that was yours and or the other people. Good morning, Cindy. Y'all, Cindy has changed her name on YouTube. Now, Cindy, this is three times. Now, three times you've done that, but I knew when you did because it pops up. Suzanne, is it appropriate to ask for some life advice? I'm 52, living alone with no family. Well, sure, Suzanne, go right ahead. Maybe there's somebody in the audience that will have the answer for you. We we uh, we like helping people when they need it. So let's hear it. Good morning, Joy. Good to see you. Oh, well, I might be that riffraff if you live down here, Sean. Riffraff. I'm not crazy about having my neighbor next to me. Of course, he's over there, an acre or so between us, but he still irritates the heck out of me. Darlene, I'm going to do that. I wondered about that. I was going to ask you. So I'm going to take a piece of it and I guess stick it in some water because I want some roses around the front of my house. Yeah, Jackie. A couple of years ago, I had a big garden, started a garden in buckets out on my patio out here before I had the roof put on. I couldn't keep them watered. I couldn't keep them alive. The heat just baked them, no matter what I did. And I put them in buckets so I could move them around. I don't know, Sean. That was a piece of a rose bush that my friend Darlene in Georgia sent to me 2 years ago, and this is the first year that it's bloomed. So I don't know. She told me the other day that hers blooms later than mine has. Mine's bloomed already. Suzanne says, I moved to Texas a year ago with 2 suitcases and have spent the last year healing. God brought me out of a bad situation. I have an opportunity to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been praying for God's will. Well, Cindy is in here, Suzanne, and she lives in Oklahoma. I don't know a lot about Oklahoma, but I figure she does. Yeah, that's what it is, Sean. 7 sisters. Sean, I planted knockout roses one year, and I could not keep them watered. No, every one of them died. I hate that, but they did. Good morning, Diana. Good to see you. Hope your kitties are doing fine. So you want to know if you should move to Tulsa, Suzanne? Because like I said, I don't know anything about Oklahoma. Not a thing. They are our neighbor, however. East Texas, Northeast Texas, where I am, is a wonderful area, Suzanne. It's lots and lots of trees and lakes and streams and beautiful plants. It's a wonderful. I have a video on my channel, and it shows different things in this area if you want to look at it. Oh, Diana, I'm sorry. Oh, I hate that. I go every morning when I get up, I go look out the door and see my kitties out there, and I count them all and make sure they're all there. Wow, Jackie. Tulsa will pay you $10,000 to move there. There's Cindy. Good morning, Connie. Hi, Tizzy Dawn. How are you? It's good to see you. Tulsa is a high crime city. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure I know of a city that's not got a lot of crime in it anymore. Good morning, Paula. Oh, Lubbock. My son goes to Lubbock quite often. He's not real fond of Lubbock. High crime, Cindy says. I know, Jackie, isn't that sad? Oh, yeah, Diana. Good morning, Peggy. It's nice of you to come in. Ella Jean, good morning, lady. Good morning. Plain Vanilla Grandma is Carol, y'all. Good morning to you. It's good to see you. We got 34 sweet ladies in here. Why? So they're going to pay you $10,000 to move there. I never heard of that in my life. Good morning, Darlene. I said, oh, I saw that. I said, whew, said that to you earlier. Well, Suzanne, I don't know. I mean, oh, I get you. It's a work from home thing. Well, good morning, Tina. Thank you so much. Tina's from the UK, Jackie. Jackie is from the UK as well. Yes, me too, LA. Me too. Hi, Linda. Good morning. So if you say that the crime part doesn't bother you if and you're working from home, you could have home delivery come to your house and bring your groceries and stuff so you wouldn't have to go out. I don't know. I sort of think that'd be wonderful. I would love it if I never had to leave the house. I mean, I really would. And I wouldn't get bored. Uh, I mean, I've got a lot to do here. I've got a lot to do in my house next door. My whole life is right here, right now. Good advice, Darlene. Well, hello, Tina, Sean's wife. Your wife is a pretty lady, Sean. Um, I would love it. I would Rambling Rose. Yes, there you go. And when I do a grumble because I have to put on a bra. Thank you, Jackie. Good morning, Susan. Well, she's welcome. It happens to be the truth, and you think so too, Sean. Obviously, you married her. Which one of you is the luckiest, Sean, you or her? Anyway, I would love to wake up in the morning, never have to get dressed if I don't want to, wear my pajamas all day long. Uh, you know, take care. Oh, yeah, sure. You. Uh huh. I knew you'd say that. Uh, and check on my kitties and see them. I looked out the door at them yesterday and they were all out there laying all over the patio in their little cat beds and in every chair out there and content as could be, snoring up a storm. And I'm thinking, this is their home. Y'all gave me such good advice when I asked for your input on what should I do, stay here or move next door and then rent this out. And you gave me great advice and nobody was belittling and nobody was rude. Right, Rose? Right. I love that. I have to go down Brian's, it's about 3 to 4 days a week when I take care of Brian's house. But it's on the same road, John. It's only 3 miles from me. So that's all the going I have to do, except I have to go to Gilmer to the post office. And I know, Kimberly, I've seen them at Walmart. I saw a lady not too long ago at Walmart, and she got out of her car. And honest to God, I wanted to say, hey, I've got those same pajamas because they were the blue pajamas with little clouds all over them. No, no, Texan. And there's a reason. Oh, Texan, I keep calling you that. Sean, it would cost as much to tear it down and move it next door and reassemble as it would to get another one. So that's the problem. And there's the layout of the land over there, there's not a space for it. I know you think, what do you mean? I've got over an acre, but it's not that simple. So no, I couldn't do that. It just couldn't. It would be a lot of expense, a lot of trouble. And then, y'all, I got to thinking, I'm going to have to pack up all this stuff that I've got all over the windows and the walls and everywhere. Well, you got a dilemma there, Suzanne. So I don't know. The more homeless you looked, yeah, because I like to, when it starts getting dark, I like to put on my jammies and my robe, and I don't care if anybody comes to the door, they get what they get because um, company that's unannounced deserve what you get when I open the door. Suzanne, do you know anybody there? Also, here's the thing: I don't know how old you are, because that's a lot of wear and tear on an older body. That's right, Grace. I know it. When I go over there and I'm working over there, I'm thinking, I could put my couch here, my chair here, and then I come back over here and everything's already here, and I'm thinking, I don't need to be moving over there. It's just, I'm really torn, but I know, nothing keeps my cats here. Nothing really, except that I feed them. But you know how cats are when they're outside. They will go on and find another family or whatever, um, but they are very content right where they are, and I would hate to leave them. I love them so much. Yep, yep, Sean, it would. It would. That's one of the factors for sure. There is a zombie movie, Jackie, and it's called Cockneys and Zombies. Believe it or not, everybody's British, and it's a zombie movie. Oh, you're gonna be all alone. Well, I like being alone. I like it. I'm not the kind of person who, yeah, even just across the road, LA, y'all know, packing up all this stuff and moving in over there will take me 100 years. I don't have 100 years to spare. I just think about it, but I'm okay where I am, and this is probably best. Okay, Sean, you and Tina have a good day. Thank you for coming in. I sure do appreciate you. Diana, well, I need the money, I need the money I need to rent it. The only thing is I hate the thought of renting it because, bye, Sean. I hate the thought of renting it because there's going to be, oh no, Suzanne, it's okay. You don't apologize for that. You had a question, a legit question. You needed to know what other people thought. The only thing I can do, Jackie, is rent it once I get it done. And then, of course, every darn thing that can break will break, and I'll have more. expense and more fixing people and calling people to fix this and that and the plumbing and the electrical. And I was thinking, y'all, I pretty much got all of that done. Pretty much everything is new over there. It now has PEX plumbing, which is great. It now has brand new wiring in the whole thing. The only thing it doesn't have is a central heat and air unit, because that one died, and it was going to be $10,000 for me to get a new unit inside and out for that house over there. And y'all, I just couldn't do it. I don't have central heat and air in my house. So I don't want to put central heat and air in a rent property, you know? I think so too, Kimberly. Thank you, Rose. I'd love to have you for a neighbor. I never have been the kind of neighbor who, goes and has coffee. I've never lived in a place that there were that many other people around. I don't have any regulations, Jackie. I'm in the country, and there's not any, council or HOA or any of that. Nope, nope, nope. We can do whatever we want to. If I wanted to put pigs next door over there in that house, I could do it. I might. Me too, Rose, which is probably why it's such a shock to people who know me in person that I have a YouTube channel and I have live chats. They're like, you're kidding me. But it's easier for me to do this than, let's say, a group of ladies. Hi, Debbie. You brought Dexter Dog with you. I know it, Darlene. I tell you what I'd ideally like to have is a handyman and his wife. An older, but not old, handyman and his wife. And with the stipulation that, Cindy, I hear you. I know what you're saying. That, when things break down, I will buy the all the materials, and he would just do the labor. Oh, I know, Diane. I've heard about that. The squatters. Yeah, I hear they're taking over houses in Beverly Hills. Can you imagine? The squatters are moving into $1 million homes in Beverly Hills, and they can't get them out. Now, some places, I think Florida just passed the law that you cannot squat in somebody else's house. The process is lengthy and hard, and you have to take them to court and evict a stranger that has moved into your home. I keep looking over there every day thinking, boy, I hope I don't have somebody that moves in over there in the night. And then I'd have to go evict them. I doubt I'm Upshur County, and I probably, if I call the sheriff and say, hey, I got somebody that's moved in my house next door to me, I need them out, and they probably would come get them out. In some places, Darlene, yeah. In some places, but that's one thing that's great about my little town. Those are good old boys, and they're not going to put up with stuff like that. There's a sheriff in Florida, and boy, he means business. He was talking one day about, he said this, y'all. He said, if anybody tries to break into your house, No, 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 LL Jean, you're right. They don't mess around, man. He said, if anybody tries to break into your house, you shoot them. And don't just shoot them once, empty your gun. That's what he said. He's a sheriff in Florida. He does not mess around. That's good, Jackie. Yeah. Yes, Andy, you are. Oklahoma and Texas think a lot alike. Oh my gosh, Diana. Darlene, here's what they said. Get him by the ankles and drag him across your threshold before the cops get there. Exactly, Peggy. That's what you do. You just break a window. You can replace the window and say that's how they got in. But yeah, Darlene, yes. If you shoot somebody, but not in Texas, not in Texas. Here, okay, several years ago, I caught a guy. I told y'all this before. 75, Tina. 75 Fahrenheit. I caught a guy under my carport stealing my gas can. And when I got out there, I just took off running out there. Silly me. I didn't have a gun or nothing with me. He was putting another gas can in the back of his truck. I said, now, pardon my language. I said, what in the hell do you think you're doing? And he reached and got that gas can and took it out of his truck and reached and got another one and took out of his truck that I didn't even know he had in the first place. He said, well, I've run out of gas. I said, do I look like a gas station? And I looked over at his car and he has a little boy sitting in the front seat. Boy, what a good daddy he is, huh? Teaching his kid that when you run out of gas, you just steal it. That's what you do. I said, get off my property right now before I called the sheriff's department. He got in his truck, run, 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 made all the noise in the world getting that thing started, zoomed down my driveway, looked out and yelled, it's your fault if I run out of gas. It's my fault, y'all. It's my fault. Can you believe the idiocy of that? I tell you. Jackie, it's cold. A cold 27. Um, we had 40 in the 40s, Jean, this last week. Huh, Diana? Yeah, Diana, it was kind of crazy. Poor little boy with him. He's he's learning, you know. Hi, Kathy. It's good to see you today. I mean, look at the stuff he's telling his child, y'all. That's the mentality a lot of people have now. I saw where they're having to close stores in New York City because the gangs are going in and stealing. Not only that, Darlene, he came and parked behind a crepe myrtle so nobody from the front could see him. Lordy, Jackie. But as stupid as I was, y'all, I went out there and confronted that man in my yard and did not have a gun or nothing with me. Yeah, it looks like it, LA. where I lived before years ago, we had a fence across the front and we had a gate. Brian has a fence across his property. He has a gate, but he doesn't ever shut it. If I had a fence across the front of my property, I would want a gate and I would shut it at night and lock it up at night. At least it would keep people from coming in. Of course, if you're my neighbor, you just go around the back and knock the fence down. I'm never going to get over that, y'all. As long as you keep coming in to see me and talk to me, you're going to hear about my nutty neighbor. I am so sorry. I know. I love the way y'all do that, Jackie. You don't necessarily have to put up a fence type thing. You've got high hedges. Oh my gosh, Diana. Oh. Yeah, Sandy, some of the police stopped some of them that were stealing at a grocery store and they said, we thought it was free. See, they're not from this country. They don't know our laws. They don't know what's right and wrong here. I understand that. I understand that. They don't know. So they go in and they steal and take whatever they want because they don't know any other, they don't know not to. Wow, Debbie. I was looking at something this morning I think it was on Facebook, and the people were saying that can't find a place to live that's under $1,000 anymore. Well, y'all, there are families with little children's that can't afford $1,000 a month. Yeah, Kimberly, I guess the best thing to have is an outside dog, huh? And y'all, now I have a little camera in my kitchen window, and it alerts me if there's movement. Yes, I saw it, Jackie. I sure thought it. Boy, they were running. they were, they weren't just walking down the street. They were galloping away. The white one, and I think the other was black, wasn't he? They got away. Like I've had it with these with these royals. I'm not pulling another carriage. That was funny. I thought about you when I saw that, Jackie. I know, Diana. Isn't that terrible? That's why you need a gun in your house, which I have, and I know how to shoot it, but I sure wouldn't want to. You know that? Wouldn't want to. Kimberly, my little dogs will bark, but anybody standing on the other side of the door knows they're going to be little bitty dogs, and they are. They're little chihuahuas. So that's not going to deter anybody from kicking the door down at all. But I would love to have a fence across the front and a gate. Yeah, and I would close it too. It's a shame we have to live like this, y'all. Covered in blood. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That makes me sad. I just y'all, every time I see a YouTube that's got some kind of cruelty to animals, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. We know there's an awful lot of cruelty to animals, but man, we don't want to watch it every day. I saw that, Jackie. Uh, I saw it a while ago. 3 weeks or three in 3 weeks or something like that. I bet, Kimberly, the little boogers that bite your ankles. That's what mine are like. But mine would not bite anybody. So now I'm glad to hear about Charles coming back and with his duties now, and all we need to do now is see Catherine. I'm glad, Elder Jean. I love them. You know I do, Jackie. I love them. I'd rather watch them than anything about Texas. I can't believe I said that. Yeah, Diana. Well, I'm not talking about a fence like a wooden fence or anything like that, like maybe a chain link or something. Yeah, William's doing well. Kathy, aren't you sweet? Thank you. We got some good folkses in here. We got people I loves to see. Every one of y'all are brilliant, just brilliant. You're funny. You're just witty as all get out. You let me talk like a country bumpkin because that's what I am, but you don't make fun of me. I'm glad you did too, Kathy. Oh, I know what I want to tell y'all. Y'all, if you say something or ask me a question and I don't answer it, I noticed the other day. I noticed the other day that all my chat is not showing up. I don't know why. I've messed with it a dozen times, but I've heard other people say that too. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I don't see it. I am awake. I am awake, country bumpkin. Oh, Ella Jean, it's so delicious. Uh, I went, let's see, I worked at Brian's and then I went immediately to the grocery store where I left there. When I left there, and I bought the cabbage head was kind of small, but as it turned out, it fills up this great big pot. So I've got this great big huge thing I use, and I have carrots and onions and the three different kinds of bell peppers. You know, the yellow, red, and green. And then I had mushrooms. I had a can of Rotel tomatoes and green chilies because I like that little bit of a spice, but not hot. And a large can of diced tomatoes. And then beef broth and the cabbage. And I think that's all that goes in it. But boy, it was so good. And I'm going to take it now when I'm done. I'm going to have that today for my dinner. And then I'm going to take it and put it in the freezer in individual bowls so that I can eat that when I need something. I like that. I like having things that's already done in the freezer. All I have to do is microwave them. I guess so. Debbie, what about Dexter? Is he aggressive? Me too, Tina. Isn't she sweet? Yeah, Darlene. And it's delicious. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Make you some, Tina. Me too, Ella Jean. You know what? I put a can of Rotel drained in my meatloaf. And my Bobby, man, he loved that meatloaf. Oh, LA, I love hamburgers too. But the last time I bought hamburger meat and made my stew, it wasn't good. And I don't know why, except that I used frozen vegetables that I bought at the grocery store. You know, a bag of frozen vegetables, every kind of vegetable you can think in it besides potatoes. I don't do potatoes, but it wasn't any good, LA. I don't know what I did because I love hamburger soup. or hamburger stew, whichever. Are they, is it already Trooping the Color Day again? I love Dexter. And there's one of my subs is Faithy, and her baby is called Otis, Otis. Isn't that cute? Oh, in June. Okay, Jackie. It is. There's a cabbage soup diet if you can do it. And it is 7 days with nothing but cabbage soup. And I can't remember how much they said you would, how much weight you would lose, but I did it for a while there, y'all, and I happened to eat it every day. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, man, you're not gonna feed a, let's say, a husband or something any cabbage soup every day. They won't go for it. That sounds good, Darlene. I like to take frozen filet of fish and uh, broil it, put it under the broiler, and then brown rice and uh, different kind of vegetables that do come in the package. You know, different. Oh, they've got their little baby corn, and they've got, I don't know what all. You know, little mixed vegetables, and mix all that stuff together, and it is so good. Yeah, I hear you, Tina. I bet, Darlene. I would love that too. No, wait. Well, what they do, Walmart. Here's the deal on that. You got to pay $99. Isn't it 99 a year, y'all? $99 a year, but you get your groceries delivered. Uh, and then you also get a discount on gas. Now, Brookshire's is a grocery store, and they have a loyalty card, but all you get from them extra is a discount on gas. One time I had so many points from Brookshire's that I got a whole tank of gas for nothing. So that was good. I could be a vegetarian easily, Kimberly. I really could. I mean, it's not like I don't grill New York steaks and all that kind of stuff. I could do without. I I could do without it, the meat, but I do like fish. I do, and I eat that more than anything. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The only thing, there's Brookshire's will have about every 2 weeks or so, they'll have two for the price of, no, buy one, get one for another for a penny. That makes me want a hamburger, Tina. My mother, when we'd get home from church, she would fry a chicken in a cast iron skillet. It was a big cast iron skillet, y'all. But she put every piece of that cut up chicken in that skillet. I mean, it were like sardines in a can. They were crammed in there. They couldn't move. If they wanted to, they couldn't move. And she fried that stuff until it dried up, like like a, let's say, white meat, the breast of a white meat. It would dry up, and it would be so dry it's like coffin dust. I've never seen. She was not a cook. She'll tell you she wasn't a cook, but she would do that. But one day, because there were four children and two adults, and I was little, and we had the chicken on a plate on the table, and we were eating, and there was one piece of chicken left, and my dad said, he took his fork, jabbed it down in that piece of chicken. He said, "Does anybody want this?" And of course, we're like, "No, no, we don't want it. Go ahead, go right ahead." I mean, his fork was in it. Obviously, he wanted it. But that's the way my mother would cook, and that's. I guess that's why I don't like to cook. I'd almost rather take a beating than cook, y'all. I don't like fresh salmon, Diana, not at all. But I do like salmon patties. If it has a face, I will not eat. That's funny. If it has a face, I will not eat it. That's funny. Did y'all see Miss Key? See her right here? She she's got her big self, her big body up on a table. It's only about that wide. And she's part of her hanging off, but I don't know what in the world she's up there for. It's not comfortable, y'all. It's not comfortable. She's got beds and couches and stuff all over here. Rice and stewed tomatoes and fried potatoes. What was it that I made not too long ago? And it was with tomatoes and something. Yeah, I guess so, Jackie. She's gotten very sweet, really has. If it fits, I sits. That's right, Piggy. If it fits, I sits. And there she is. Let me see. See what I'm talking about? She looks like she weighs 110 pounds, doesn't she? She's a big girl. She says she's a big girl. She's big boned. But y'all, she's gotten so sweet. Yes, sir, baby. I know you beautiful. Look at her, y'all. She is a big girl. Yeah. This is fat. All this down here. Okay, lay back down. Lay back down. I'm sorry I bothered you. I'm sorry I bothered you. No, no, don't come over here. Lay down. Lay down now. I won't be doing that again. I think so too, Kathy. When I got little Pumpkinhead, I kept them separate with a gate, you know? Yeah, Rambling Rose. That's absolutely true. But little Pumpkinhead, Miss Key would lay in the kitchen on one side of the gate. Little Pumpkin would lay in the living room on the other side of the gate. And Pumpkin would stick its little foot through those, mesh holes at Miss Key. She'd just lay there. And finally, about 3 days later, I said, heck with that. And I took up the gate. And Miss Key, ever since, y'all, no, Debbie, I don't. But thank you very much for the compliment. It's nice of you. Um, Fluffy, that's it. She's not fat. She's fluffy. She's a pretty one, though, y'all. She is pretty. No, Tina, I'm going to tell you, I wash my hair once a week. I used to, years ago when I worked every day, I washed my hair every day. Oh, yeah, Diana, I have them. I have lots of them. I have the regular birds that I feed, and then I take, and then I have a hummingbird feeder also. But I've used those out in the front of the yard, and usually my patio cats don't go out there very much. But my I still got some ferals. I've got about 3 ferals next door over there under the house. That's Tuli. Tuli, you want to see the papers? Tuli, Tuli, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. I like the good girl. Come here. Let my mama see you. What? Would you stop it? You're making me run, for gosh sake. For gosh sake. Look at my Toolie, y'all. She had her nails done the other day. Somebody did her nails for her. Tootie? Yeah? Yeah, I know. I love you, baby. I love you. She knows cat speak. Okay, you can go now, baby. Thank you. Just want to show you my Toolie. Y'all, Daisy is almost 17 years old. That's my other Chihuahua. And she's gotten to where she won't hardly eat anything. The other day, I had a rotisserie chicken that Brian had given me, and I took all the skin off of it and everything, and I chopped it up in little pieces, and she ate that. But it's getting harder and harder for her to eat anything. She's just about skin and bones. And sometimes when I try to pick her up, I hurt her, and I don't mean to, but she's, yells, screams, whatever dogs do, yelps. And she's getting old, and I fear that this is probably going to be her last year. Toolie's a little bitty thing. Yes, Debbie. She is. All of my animals had their own little sweet personality, and it's funny, y'all. It's the funny thing is I love every one of them. Now, as far as outside cats, LG and Ginger are my favorite. I can't help it. That's how it is. But I love them all, even Mama Ma. Yeah, Linda, she does. They do. And I love every one of my animals. I'm so pleased. Yeah, she doesn't like, well, she doesn't like her picture taken. I don't know, Ella Jean. I'm going to have to, Jackie. Yeah, I know. It's a day that I am dreading. She is able to walk. She is able to get water. Uh, and I buy her Little Caesars, that soft food, in that packet. And now this morning when I fed her, oh, I know it, Jackie. It just breaks my heart. Just the thought. I just can't stand it. But she ate her breakfast this morning. She ate part of Little Caesars. And then after a while, tonight, sometime or another, I will give her the other half of it, but I have to heat it up in the microwave because I keep it in the refrigerator after I open it. She's grouchy. She's real grouchy now. There are times, like I told you, if I try to move her over or something, if I'm not super, super gentle, it hurts her. She acts like it hurts her anyway. Dang, I mean, it's just skin pulled over bones. But she was Bobby's favorite, and she loved Bobby more than she loved me. And that was fine with me because, we all have little animals that love one or the other the most, although they can love both. And that's what she did. She loved me too, but not as much as she loved her daddy. I had a schnauzer, Jackie. His name was Harley. Harley Gold was his name. I love that dog more than any dog I've ever had in my whole life. When he died when he was 16. I had to have him put down. And when he started going down, I would cook chicken and dumplings and cut them up for that dog. That's the only thing he would eat. I would pick him up and carry him to his bowl I would carry him to his water bowl. I would carry him outside. I would carry him back in. And then one day I was getting his breakfast ready for him, and I noticed he was standing not too far from me, and his legs just splayed out. He couldn't hold himself up anymore. And so I knew it was time, and I took him to the vet. And I remember I brought him home, and I started digging a hole in the backyard, and it was raining. And Bobby came home right quick from the barbershop. He said, "Let me dig that for you." And I said, "Nope, I'm doing this by myself. This is my baby. I'm going to bury my baby." And I stood out there in the rain and dug that hole. And it's got a crepe myrtle over there that I planted right next, not crepe myrtle, bridal wreath, beautiful white bridal wreath that's huge over by his grave. But I love that dog more than any dog I've ever had in my whole life. I'm sorry, Linda. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't. I get real emotional when about animals. I just can't hardly stand to see cruelty to animals. And I know I see all the time on Facebook somebody saying, "Can somebody take my pit bull? I'm having to move to an apartment and I can't take my pit bull." Y'all, they knew they lived in an apartment in the first place. Why buy a pit bull? Because it was cute and little and adorable, but all the animals grow up, and half the time people want to get rid of them because either they're aggressive, they eat too much, they take up too much space, and it just makes me mad. Your eyes were leaking. Okay, Linda. Oh my. How neat, LA. I used to have little headstones that I made for all my animals. Um, I had two dachshunds once, and when I buried them, I made little headstones for them. Man, I have had animals all my life. Yes, Kathy. Yes. I don't know how they. If Here's the thing: if you're living in an apartment in the first place, don't get a dog, because chances are you're not going to live in that apartment forever. And the next place you go, they may not allow dogs. And unless you can buy a house, mobile home, house, whatever, and it be yours, then by all means get yourself a dog. But don't do it if you live in an apartment, because seriously, one landlord will allow, another one may not. And you're not going to live in those apartments forever. That's just how it is. And they're adorable when they're little, but they grow up. And sometimes they're not as pretty anymore, although they are still the sweet little thing they were in the first place. It just irritates the heck out of me. People drive up here all the time on this road out here by my house and throw dogs out or throw cats out. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. Makes me want to shoot somebody. I mean, not really. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying, don't do that to them. Oh, LA, my gosh, you're severely allergic to dogs and cats. Boy, I would be in a pickle if that was me. I know, Ella Jean. Brian has a pit bull, or had a pit bull, but he had to have her put down. She had cancer. I can't remember what kind of cancer. And it just came up like that. She was a star, was she? Jackie, are you still planning on hitting the road sometime with you and your puppy? I know you were. I think I'm not wrong if saying that you're going to do some traveling. I saw a lady on Facebook the other day that said she was thinking about buying a travel trailer and traveling the country. Now, I know there's YouTube videos of a lot of people. I see. Well, you're a braver lady than I am, I guarantee you. I'm a homebody, y'all. I'm not a traveler. That trip to New York, that was very unusual for me. You know that. I'm somebody that I'm honestly somebody that if I come in the door and lock it, I never want to go out again. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So you want to travel and see different things, but live in or stay in a hotel or whatever. I got you. However, Cindy, you saw what my tenants did to my house. They had three little chihuahuas, but the mess wasn't from those chihuahuas. The mess was from that messy mama. What a mess. A lot of places won't allow pets at all. That's true. Yeah, Kathy. I would stay in my pajamas, my jammies all day long and not go out. I don't want anybody coming to the door either. Darla the dog. Yeah, dog needs a home. Oh, Darlene, that's wonderful. Darlene, my mother was a floral designer. She and my aunt both. My aunt had her own shop, and my mother worked there for a while. And I would go when I was in high school. I would go by their shop all the time, and the scent in there is just fabulous. They had these beautiful flowers in a cooler, big glass doors, so you could pick out what you want. But I love designing floral pieces. Of course, now it's silk that I do. Yeah, Debbie, I'm telling you, the first time on an airplane, first time to go to New York City, it was the most beautiful city I ever saw in my own life. And I did, Jackie. I did, Jackie. I've always had some kind of business going, whether it was selling plants at my home. I had perennial petunias and I sold those, or vintage. That's what my cottage was at one time, a vintage, antique, and vintage furniture. And I painted furniture and made all kinds of stuff. I did stained glass and just all kinds of stuff in my shop. But I couldn't have it anymore. Yeah, for sure, Jackie. I did work for a men's clothing store for about 7 years. The owner was a very elderly man, and he had never been married, never had children. And at one time, he had cancer and had to sell his store. But he never understood. I had two little children I had to take care of, and he doesn't understand that I had to take off sometimes because one of them be sick. When they're in a daycare, they won't let them come if they're sick, if they have a runny nose or any of that stuff. So I'd have to take off because I had no one to take care of them. and I'd take off. And then uh, when I got sick, I didn't have any days off. I could used up all my days off. That was tough, and my boss didn't understand that at all. No, Debbie, I don't. I didn't. I liked it. I liked doing it, and I like giving them away to people. Yeah, LL Jane, me too. Huh. Stargazer's Lily. Stargazer Lily. Gretna Green. Isn't that a nice name, Gretna Green? That just sounds so nice. I hear the donkey baying over there across the street. I do, Jackie. Yep, I do. Every so often I have to run down to the bank, but not very often. I don't have not very often, but I love banking online. Yep. And if I Brian pays me, for me to work for him, and sometimes he writes me a check. Sometimes he gives me cash, but sometimes he writes a check. And I love my bank was just not too long ago got to where Kathy, y'all, Persevering Daily. Kathy's in the house. It's good to see you as always. I can't remember what I'm saying. Oh, but the checks, I love to be able to take a picture of the front and the back and just deposit it and file it away in a drawer in my house. I love that. I was thinking just since Bobby passed away, all the changes that have taken place, he would not understand that taking pictures the front and back of your check, you know what I mean, and putting them in the bank. Oh, Debbie, you're sweet. You are so sweet, but there are places on my property that's an absolute mess. And right across the road from me, there is a huge event center. That's what all those animals and stuff are over there for. They've got gobs of animals. But thank you. That's very sweet of you. Jackie, my bank is amazing. If they sense they have, I don't know how they do it. I have no idea how they keep tabs on people. But if they get a weird, like one time there was a 59-cent charge on my debit card. 59 cents. Well, they immediately contacted me, and I said, no, I didn't do that. Well, what people do is they will put in, say, $1.25, steal your card information, and try to get $1.25. If that goes through, then they know they can get a larger amount. You know what I'm saying? If I can explain that right. But my 59 cents, they knew that was a scam, and they called me of it, and I had to. But the thing is, I had to get a new card, and that's a pain in the neck because, you know, when my water bill, my electric bill, all of that stuff, it's got that number on it. And when I have to get a new card, then I have to change all that information. It's a pain in the neck. Darlene, I got something new blooming out there that I've not seen. It's something you sent me. It's a beautiful blue flower and it's small. I can't think what it is, but I'll have to take a picture of it and put it on a video for you to see it because I don't know what it is. I hear you, Tina. They're closing all the banks in the UK. Jackie. I I I did that the other day. It was trying to set up. You can either do your no. not ivy. It's one of those stalk plants with, it almost like a lily, but it's small. No, not periwinkle. They're little on a stalk. It's like a lily. Darn. Oh, Susan, you did. Yep, I think so, Darlene. I think that's what it is. I've got purple irises next door, but they sure are hard for me to dig up, but I'd love to bring them over here. Yeah, that's what it is. It's blooming. It's beautiful. I've never seen it. I need to take a picture of it, Darlene, and show it to you. Should I do that? Can y'all wait? I'm going to go do it. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Woo! Hurry up. Hurry up. Let me run. Let me run, see. Let me run, see. I'm coming, I'm running. I'm going as fast as I can. It's got bugs all over it. Aw, aren't y'all sweet? Okay, I'm going to show you, Darlene. Don't you go anywhere. It's got bugs all over it. I'm really mad. Let's see. I can't tell whether you can see it or not, y'all. Dadgum. Can let me know if you can see what it is. I can't tell because it looks like it's small, Rambling Rose. It's real small though. Can you see it? I know it. Dadgummit. There. Look at it now. Where is it? I lost it. I hate technology sometimes. Well, let me see. Well, forget it. Just forget it. It's beautiful, though. It's absolutely beautiful. But I went out there and it had little black bugs all over it. Hi, Chris. How are you? Thank you for coming in. It does. It's got purple, but a deep blue in it, too. Yes, LL Jean, that's exactly right. They look just like an iris, but they're small. Dutch iris. That must be what it's a beautiful color. I don't know what those little black bugs are on it, though. Why do bugs have to get on something like that? Get on the weeds. There's lots of weeds out there. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that, Chris. Lots of weeds out there. They could just get on and have a gay old time. But no, they've got to get on my beautiful flowers. So I'm going to have to get me some kind of bug spray, I guess. Huh. I might try that. They are beautiful. I love that. It's gorgeous. It is a lily, y'all. It's a lily. It's just small, but it's got purple in it, a lot of purple. So that's the deal. I'm doing good, Chris. Thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty good. Uh, are you talking about like a fireplace, Jackie, or a stove or something? I'm afraid with this many animals around. I'm kind of afraid of that. Besides that, it's so small in here. Here's the thing. That thing I bought, that oil burner, man, that thing is great. And now I have three of them, because I got two for next. Brian gave me an older one and it works great. But I had bought one for me and then I bought one for the house next door. So now I have three. So I ought to be set this winter, I hope. Yes, Kathy, that's what I need to do. Yeah, I don't have logs, but I have a lot of sticks I could burn, that's for sure. Well, I was going to start one of those, Darlene, and I didn't know if y'all would be receptive to that or not. But in fact, I did make one day. Had a you know went through all. I just didn't go any further with making it without. I didn't even tell anybody about it. But yeah, I like the idea that we can do pictures. Oh my gosh, Diana. Diana, I wonder why they would do that. You do, Kathy? Yeah, Jackie, y'all want me to make one? I will. And then we can put all our pictures in there. Wouldn't that be nice? I'll make one. I'll make one and I'll give you the link to it. I'll have it done before next week, okay? I don't understand why they would do that, Diana. I don't want to kick anybody out. No, I'd be crazy. Okay, Kathy, excellent. I will make it, and then I will give you the link to it, and will be kind of careful about. In other words, I think we I think it should be a private group, don't y'all? I mean, I don't want anybody. Sometimes groups, you don't have to be a member of them to see what people say. Yes, Jackie, absolutely. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, I'll do it. I don't know what Disneyland's idea was. I mean, they're homeless people. Seriously, I would think that food or drink inside would be extremely expensive in the first place. And what benefit would a homeless person get from going and seeing the Princess Castle or whatever it is? I think that's silly, Diana. I really do. I don't know. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I will make that. I will make it today, and then I will go. Oh, y'all, I will go and put it in my community, the link to it, and you can just come over to Facebook, and we'll be able to post pictures and all kinds of stuff if y'all want to see your gardens or whatever you want. Oh, that would be fun. And then we can see all your life, everything about you. Jane, we're in here. You didn't miss the live. We're still here. Jane goes, darn it, missed the live. Good, Rose. So I can see you post your cats and your dogs. It's weird, Cindy. I gotta say that's the craziest idea I ever heard of. Opening Disneyland to hello, Liz. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Cindy. Yes, that's what we'll do. But it's extremely expensive, Jackie. Yeah, that's Miss Key, Kathy, Miss Key. I know, Darlene. I'm excited. I'm going to get on that soon as I get rid of y'all today. Right now, I'm going to go make that group. I'm dying to see pictures, y'all. Really, I mean, we're here and we're here all the time. And in order to comment, you have to be a member, a subscriber anyway. So if we have a private Facebook group, and I'm not saying we're not going to allow other people in. If you know somebody, let's say you have a friend, uh, give them the link and let them join, and we can all that way get to know one another. I if I had a business page for my Rose Cottage, but I've made several business pages. Yes, no, what? So do you have to? No, Jackie, I'm just going to give you the link to get in, and that's all you have to do. You don't have to have a password, honey. Nope, nope, nope. Because I want to see some of your animals. I have not been able to see all these animals that y'all are talking to about. No, you can post anything you want to, Jackie. Any aspect of your life that you want to, let's say you got a question or you got a recipe. Darlene, thank you for coming in today. I'll see you soon. I'll let you know about the group. So let's say you got a great pie or something like that. Yeah, Darlene, I want to see your garden. I can't imagine. It must be fabulous. Uh, Diana, I think here's what I'll do. I'll fix it to where they have to be approved by the admin before they can join. That will take care of that. Okay, Kathy, I'm happy that you came in today. See you soon. You're going to the tower? Oh my God, you're going to the Tower of London, y'all. Wait a minute, Tina. I'm not getting that. Bye bye, Darlene. What? The Tower of London is violent now? I mean, that was violent back then when they cut everybody's heads off. Okay, Rose, thank you for coming in. Gonna go put on her bra, she said. Okay, I'll see you soon. I appreciate you coming. Bye, girlfriend. Yeah, Diana, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Well, Connie, I don't know. Let me ask you: are you a great cook? Do you have great recipes? Do you sew? Do you crochet? Do you paint? That's what kind of things we want to share. We're just sharing everything we enjoy and like to do. Yeah, Jackie, got you. I'm hearing something. I tell you what I think it is. I think it's Pumpkinhead in her litter box, and she's scraping. Scrapes the side. I got to see what's going on. Mamas are never still, are they? What are you doing? Oh, no, you don't. You get yourself down from there, ma'am. Oh, my gosh. You're tearing up my window. Gosh. Well, I need a new shower curtain. Okay, Connie, share your crafts that you like to do. Pumpkinhead just punched a whole bunch of holes in my shower curtain. Hi, Barbara. Somebody is in trouble. Absolutely. That's when they take to wearing those. What do they call those things, y'all? Instead of a bra, you wear something under your shirt. Camisole? Is that what it is? Jackie? Yeah. No, they're not. Gosh, y'all. There's always, yeah, camisole. There's an animal running back and forth in here constantly. Yes, Jackie. I was in the shower. She climbed up on the lavatory or whatever they call that in there, and jumped and hit that shower curtain, and that came in and hit me and knocked me up against the wall. I'll never forget that. Look at her now, y'all. She can't get up on a place like that anymore. She doesn't like that I'm constantly referring to her weight. She's a beautiful baby, though. Yes, she. Hey, baby, come here. Come here. You want to see? Let me see. Don't run. Woo! Here's my baby, my little baby. She's getting big, y'all. Look here. She's big, big girl, huh? I told you. Whenever I see a cat, a dog, or anything else, I figure if they need food and I feed them. I remember that, Barbara. um, Jackie, my cats, it seems like they're constantly eating, but they don't eat a whole lot at one time. They spread it out, you know. Really, Linda, I can't wait to see. Oh, I'm excited about that. Um, yeah, Barbara, if I'm not careful, when I come in, let's say I've gone to the grocery store and I come through the front door, Pumpkinhead hears me, and there are times when she's right down there at the door. I have to be very careful because I fear she will run out. Well, that's the same way I kind of am here too, Jackie. Sometimes I talk really, really loud, and I'm sure it just nearly puts y'all's ears out. Got hair sticking. I wish I hadn't gone after that cat now. I've got a hair somewhere. You know how you got a hair on your face? I feel it. Well, ladies, I tell you what, it's we've been here an hour and 36 minutes. It's less than usual. I do well. Oh yes, LL Jean. All my animals are, all of them. I I pay automatic deduction from it's all everything's already set up to automatically deduct. You're welcome, Nelda. I hope you have a great day. And I hope you get that phone. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Are you talking about where you go up to something and you take your phone and you hold it up? And no, I don't do that. I do not do that. I have no idea how to do that. No way. Brian does that. He goes to the gas station or whatever and just takes his phone and holds it up there. Yeah, I don't know, and I would never learn that. Never, never. Mm-mm. I can only learn so many things a year, and that's all there is to it. I'm sure it is, but I use my card. I see what you're talking about now about pay by phone. I have a hard time with that. Besides that, something's not right. Well, I've got to go and have to Verizon and see if they can help me because I can't get the internet, anything internet on my phone when I'm outside of my house. Hi, ZZ. It's good to see you, girl. I'm glad you came in. Thank you so much. ZZ, I don't know if you're interested. We're going to start a Facebook group. If you want to join, I'm going to put the link in the community page. So if you want to join, but that way we can share photos of our homes or our animals or our fantastic food we make, anything, or what we wear, anything. If you got a brand new outfit, show us. You can even put videos in there if you want to. So be on the lookout. I'm going to make it this afternoon and I will post the link. And I hope y'all will all join because I think it will be fun. Yep. Yep. Shingles. I have the script from my doctor and I have to have my shingle shot in May. Or there are two shots, but I'll do the first one in May. Oh, Tina, I'm sorry to hear that you had that or you have it. It's horrible. Jackie, finally, good Joy. Jackie, finally, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling every so often I'll have one of those little bitty spells of mine, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is gonna get worse. But I get my water or I get a cracker or whatever the heck, and I sit down a little bit and I'm feeling fine. And I have been able to do that this week working for Brian. I have not felt really bad except one time and I got over it real quick. Yep, ZZ, you're right. I know you're right. I'm not sure, Barbara. Um, I'll think about it. I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna stay here, Jackie. It's just that I'm tired and I don't want to pack up everything that's in here off the walls and off the furniture and all that and carry it next door over there and then have to put it up over there. I've already got it here. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Okay, ladies, I think that I'm going to go. I'm going to have something to eat. I haven't eaten anything. I know, Barbara, I'm going to put the link to it and the name of it in the community page on my YouTube channel. So, thank you all so much for coming in today. I've enjoyed talking to you. You're so fun. Y'all, everybody is so kind and loving. And I hope you all have a great weekend and a good week. And I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Love y'all. Bye bye, everybody. Bye, Chris, ZZ, Peggy, y'all, Jackie. Thanks again, Jackie, for being our moderator today. Next week, I think Diane will be back. But she's gone this week. Good idea, Diana. That's a good idea. Love you too. Love all of y'all. Bye bye. See you soon.